guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to another Starcraft commentary. I'm very excited to be with you today in this game, in this quarterfinal number 3 of ASL Season 13, and this is going to be played between Bisu and JyJ, Protoss versus Terran match. And first of all, I want to apologize a little bit because in the game yesterday that was played between Light and Action, I kind of had some technical issues on the first 2 games, so maybe the VODs are not going to be up. Maybe I try to recast them because I had some serious problems with the mic. I hope that you would forgive me for that, but you know, anyways, that is a Terran versus Zerg match, so not very interesting. This is going to be a little bit more interesting. It's going to be Protoss versus Terran, and of course Bisu, one of my favorite players now that Stork has semi-retired from professional gameplay. So all we have to root for is going to be Bisu, and it's going to be against JyJ. JyJ, of course, I think it used to be his practice mate in SK Telecom in the old days. At least that's what TL.net says about him. But this is going to be under different kind of setup circumstances. JyJ is no stranger to ASL as well as post-Gasper action, whereas Bisu has just come back from military, so it's going to be the fresher, I think, in this regard. And we're going to be playing over 5 sets. The first set is Allegro. This is a pick by JyJ, and then after this map we're going to be having Eclipse, a pick by Bisu, and then Monopoly by JyJ, followed by Bisu, and the last match is going to be on Metaverse. And before we get into the specifics of this game, let's give you a little bit of the stats. If we look at the spawn bank stats, let's see here. So if we look in from just the beginning of this year, to be precise, and if we look at Protoss, that is Bisu, he has a win rate overall of 54.3% in 2022. Against Terran, his win rate is 57%. So you know, not very convincing for someone who used to be, well, I guess one of the champions in the old days. On the other hand, if we look at JyJ stats in 2022, he has a little bit better win rate, 66% against everybody, and he's only played 2 games against Toss. He's played I guess a little bit closer to 50 games with a 56% win rate. So overall the win rate in the you know, against each other's races is quite even, 54 versus 56. That's very standard for both of these players, and let's see how they're going to be playing. It looks like on Bisu's part, he has opted to go for a forward gateway, opting to go for kind of very early Zealot aggression, but unfortunately for him, JyJ is located cross maps. It's going to take a long time for the Zealot to get there. Fortunately for Bisu, however, the SCV is scouting quite late, and of course by the time the SCV gets there, well, it's going to be a split second. It looks like this Zealot is going to go and try to attack the SCV instead. I don't know why there's a rationale behind that, because that is no, I guess no, that is just a normal pattern for the Zealot to go out on Allegro. And of course now this Zealot's not going to be able to make it inside the base of the Terran before you know, JyJ is able to set up defenses, because JyJ has about, I think, 10 seconds, 15 seconds now to, you know, send 2 SCVs to block the ramp. It's going to be an engineering block here by JyJ just to delay Bisu's expansion by a little bit and buy a little bit more time. The Zealot's going to get in now. One probe from inside the bay of Bisu's coming out to deny that engineering block, and now the Zealot's going to try to come in. So 2 probes are attacking. Of course, 1 probe is not good enough, and Bisu's microing very good. He immediately pulls the probes back to make sure, and that Zealot is taking way too many more hits than it should be, and now it's escorted back out by 3 Marines and 1 SCV, and this semi-rush is kind of failing, I think, for Bisu. Already is put a bit behind, I think, because now his Nexus is going to be very much later than this command center. The command center started building, I think, about now, come on, 400 supply, put it down. Yeah, so JyJ has already put down his command center, and his first watch is going to be out, and let's see when the Dragoon's going to be arriving, because the Dragoon's going to be critical in denying you know, whatever vulture harassment that JyJ has, and that is hiding in the far corner. This vulture is taking its time to check out if it's going to be any kind of hidden Zealot, hidden tag, or hidden oh my god, that's a very good pull from Bisu's probe, taking out that SCV, and now again both players are going to be in the dark, complete darkness about what each other is doing. The first Zealot is, I guess, back home already, and now escorted with the Dragoon, and this is going to be a kind of very balanced game until we have some kind of major technical decisions by each of these players. Looks like so far just 1 gateway against 1 factory, and Probo now is going up for Bisu, and you know, during this kind of situation, sometimes Terran likes to put a little bit of pressure in the mid game, you know, putting 2, 3 additional factories, because they think, you know, the gateway from the Protoss player is going to be in the front, so if I can just apply a little bit of pressure and take out that gateway, I kind of win a gateway for free. So that is probably what you know, the Terran players has in mind, and maybe that's gonna be mind game because Bisu doesn't go for any kind of defensive. And that Xenon was picked out unnecessarily, and now that Dragoon's gonna be completely stranded in middle. He's pulling back as hard as he can, and he might be able to take out one of the vultures before he dies. But neither of the players are losing any units so far except for that one Dragoon. And you know, because Bisu's gone for very very early robo, his Dragoon range is also not yet done, and that might be critical because mines are, I think, done now, and the vultures are going to be looking at to lay the first mine. So the first mine is laid here, near the third base of for the Protoss, and that Dragoon's going to be walking right into mine fire. No, it stopped just in time. I'm not sure if Bisu has a vision of that location or not, but he's going to try his hard, you know, his best not to get mined out here. A lot of other mines are just made all around in different locations of the map, and that's going to be observer first. So this is quite a very good tech. Is that a... No, I thought it was going to be a Stargate, but no, it's going to be robotic support bay. And note the location of the robotic support bay, very much hidden in locations that, you know, that's not going to be scouted anytime soon. And that Dragoon is not going to be able to save itself, and not losing a single vulture. That's very good play from JyJ already. The supply is very even between the two players, which means Terran is slightly ahead, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the same situation 5 minutes from now, because by the time Ops gets out, Bisu's going to be cooking all of his mines, and then he might want to put down his you know, third Nexus and then go on with, you know, whatever the hell he's planning to do. But I think before that, he's going to apply a bit of pressure with his first Reaver. 3 Dragoons are coming out to clear mines. Can be super careful because there are mines everywhere, and vultures can just run behind them and attack that remaining opening spot. But I guess so far now it's quite okay. Vultures trying to come out and pick the what is it? The probe is coming out to make a Nexus, but there was no probe to be found because actually Bisu is not going for an expansion. He's going for early aggression, and I think knowing this, immediately JyJ put on 2 additional turrets because you see, you know, there's no probe coming out. So why are you not sending your probe out to make your third Nexus around this time? So that means you're going to be going for Reaver attack, and he instantly built you know, 3 turrets all around his base, and now the Reaver's going to be there. But by the time the Reaver gets the other turrets are going to be in place, and we'll see if there's going to be there's no armory, right? So there's not going to be only turret defense. There's not going to be anything like Goliaths or anything like that. So maybe that is something that Bisu can be content with, because you know, it's going to be very difficult to fight if you have turrets and Goliaths, and also you're going to have Marine also to defend. And of course this Shadow is reconfirmed the second time by the Vultures. That was definitely not necessary because everything else was already confirmed. Okay, I think the armory was already out because it looks like JyJ is building his starport now. So the armory is probably located in the expansion, sorry I missed that. But now the Reavers is gonna go around. Maybe he's waiting for shadow speed. Maybe that is going to be the plan from Bisu, because he's just chilling and hanging out. And the first Goliath is out now. Comsat station is also being made. That means that op is gonna be either stranded inside that base or taken out by the Goliath when the scanner becomes available. And it looks like Bisu's waiting for his shadow speed to kick in. And he should take the chance during this time to make more ops around the map and to clear mines, and to just to make sure that the Terran cannot just have a free range on whatever is going outside of the Protoss base. The Shadow is trying to go in now, so Shadow Speed is done, but the moment Shadow Speed is done, he's going to turn around. Not sure what is the rationale behind that. Maybe he thinks, there's going to be too much defense he can handle, so he's going to be waiting outside with his Reaver to, I think, just to deny whatever the units are going to be coming out. A very critical scan in that area that is just outside of the Protoss space, and 2 Vultures sacked here for nothing, I feel, just killing 1 or 2 probes in the process, and immediately Bisu is going to block off his I guess his third base of cover it with a bunch of pylons. The starport is making, that means it's going to be dropship build coming up momentarily. Another scan here in this area, and 2 Vultures are getting in. Very needless, careless defense, I feel, for Bisu, and very lucky for him now. They're not going up the ramp, but what is Bisu doing with his Dragoon? His Dragoons are kind of stuck somewhere. He needs to pull all of his probe. There's no need to defend using the probe. You need to defend using the Dragoons. And finally losing, I think 4 or 5 probes during that exchange, and that was a bit careless for Bisu. And now this dropship is going to be, going to go for some harassment. There's going to be some high ground just above that expansion by the third base by Bisu, and that is definitely shareable, and he's scanning that entire area just to look for plays that he's going to be able to drop with. And I'm not sure if Bisu knows that, because Bisu doesn't have any kind of ops near those kind of critical location. It's going to be taking the 4th base, however, and if if he's able to plant down that Nexus before this drop takes place, that might be a good plan, because you know the drop to take about 15-20 minutes to go out, to go on, and if by that time you're able to plant out your fourth Nexus, and by the time the drop finishes, your Nexus will be finished, and this Reaver is completely out of position. He needs a Reaver to go near his base to have kind of defend against this drop. Let's see if there's going to be any kind of cannon inside of the Protoss' base. There's going to be 4 Vultures coming out here, playing some mines just to, you know, prevent. Okay, now the cannon is going down, but that's a little bit too late. That's definitely a little bit too late. He's going to put one Vulture here, and that is going to, you know, take this entire base out. I guess not take this base out, but just to prevent mining. And then the rest of the Vultures is going to be going inside in here, and Bisu is going to lose a ton of units, and his Reaver's going to go back now. Hurt's going to go for an attack. There's going to be High Templars. We have some kind of storm, very good storm, clearing out a lot. I guess not as much as we expected. And I'm not sure if that trade was worth it, because now if you look at the situation, Bisu is losing a ton of units, and he doesn't have anything to do with this, and he hasn't even destroyed his own pylon. That's just how ridiculously this game is literally going. The 4th Nexus is almost ready. So by the time that, you know, okay, the Shadow survives. I'm not sure how it survives, but it's gonna go back now. Maybe that is a fresh Shadow, maybe, I'm not sure. Let's see. He's gonna be laying something here, so that is a Dragoon, and he's able to clear out the remaining Vulture. Is gonna be better if he just holds another Dragoon permanently in that area, but this is also not enough. He's gonna try to prevent this 3rd base from JyJ from going up, as well as the saturate his 4th. He needs to saturate his 4th base now. Look at how many probes he has. He has just very few probes, but we're gonna have some Dragoon or something like that dropping here. Nothing. It's gonna be coming in, and sorry, there's gonna be a lag, but he's dropping what? He's just dropping 1 High Templars, and he's gonna be storming nothing. Not even one SCV was killed during the engagement. I'm still eyeing over Bisu's 4th Nexus. There's nothing being transferred there just yet. He's transferring his probe now. Maybe he's fearing that there's going to be some kind of Vultures attack on that base, which might be critical. And JyJ is now ahead by around 5 supply. Of course, that is sometimes it's kind of switching back and forth between the players, because, you know, as the God Game is trying to pop the units, you know, the supplies of each of the players might pop up a little bit. +2 upgrade weapons for, and then +1 armor for Terran. And I think the situation will be Bisu a little bit fewer. I think maybe it's going to be +1 weapons and maybe +1 armor. I'm not so sure. Let's take a look at that later. There's going to be another dropship coming out. We have another drop coming in here, and we have a very good anticipated drop, thinking that those SCVs are going out to the front line, but no, they went out the back line. And that drop was not so good from Bisu. However, something was coming out of Bisu's 4th base. Okay, so that is just a bunch of Dragoons, and also cannon be put there. But I think the dropship is going to be coming momentarily from the right side. There's a bunch of units also, you know, positioning, and that dropship is coming in now. And luckily for Bisu, he's got his Shadow ready, as well as 1 cannon. And let's see if this is going to be a tank of Vultures. The tank's going to be more deadly. The tank comes in. No, he's not able to drop anything. It's going to go for the main, but that's going to be a mistake, because there's a ton of unit inside the main. But unless Bisu pays attention, Bisu is not paying attention, and only now he moves the slow moving Zealot in, as well as 1 Reaver, and that Reaver is going to be able to take out that Vulture for sure. But what is in the remaining? It's going to be a tank or what? It's going to be another Vulture, but that there's another set of Vultures that destroy, and that was, you know, I think safely secure for Bisu. He's going to be sitting on his base now, but he's going to be super careful. His economy was damaged, you know, very crazily during this attack. During this time, JyJ is going to also go for its 4th base. Bisu's again back up in supply. His arm sees both of the locations of the armory, which might help him a little bit, I feel, to plan his recalls later if he goes for recall attack. But so far, nothing like that, and still no Zealot upgrades on his Zealots, no speed. So that is, you know, something that might be a critical factor during the later battles. But Bisu knows better than me. He knows when is the best time to, you know, do your upgrades. Ideally, you do your upgrade just before the Terran, you know, try to hit you with his first major attack. And, you know, by the time your Zealot's going to be coming in, and we're going to have a Zealot bombing as well as High Templar bombing here. We have very good drop, taking out, I think, at least 7 or 8 SCVs, so that might be worth it. Although Bisu's going to be careful on that military side, because his army is very small compared to JyJ. He's going to be coming in again with a bunch of drops, and Zealot leg is now done But the question is, what do you have besides just Zealot bombing as well as High Templar bombing? You gotta have something else, because the more the map, you know, is taken by both of these players, the more there's gonna be turrets and mines and, you know, strategic defenses. So, you know, I think there's only so much that Shadows with Zealots and High Templars can do during this regards. A bunch of Vultures coming in for harassment on the other side of the map, and this Bisu sees this. No, he's completely out of position. I think no, he turns back with some of the Dragoons, and that was a good mistake because his fifth base is completely undefended at this moment. Look at the very, very beautiful spread of tank, and what is this command center going? Maybe he just re-landed in the correct position. Yeah, because maybe that command center was not allowing for. I'm not so sure why he had to. Maybe he just missed it. Anyway, so both of the players are going to be maxing out soon. It's going to be Bisu who's going to max out first with 192 supply. He moved his entire forces in the middle. This may be a major battle. Let's see the rest of the forces by JyJ. This is quite spread out over different maps. Different bases. This Zealot is coming in just to test the defenses and see how many turrets and how many mines his opponent has. And looks like Bisu is going to be turning around. Maybe he's going to wait for another round of troops to come in before he initiates his attack. The probes from Bisu has finally been transferred to his fourth base, his fifth base, and now he's going to try his attack here. There's going to be a turret that's going to be taken out. A bunch of units are coming in. Bisu is spreading his units quite well, as well as a Reaver and High Templars, and High Templar needs to make the storm now. Very good storm, but that's only on the forward tank, not in the backward tank, and the rest of the tanks are going to be clear, and there's going to be time for Bisu to retreat after taking out this group of units, but no, he's not retreating. He's retreating half of his units only, the other half is going inside this base. That's probably a good decision because these units need to be very careful. He needs to kind of go back inside that area, and he does now. Tank needs to be re-sieged and repositioned, and the moment they come out to re-siege, these Dragoons can come in and hit, and he's coming in now. Units attacking from the low ground as well as from the high ground, but Bisu turns around, he says, you know, maybe I'm not strong enough to attack these units, and JyJ defends successfully during this area, and that was, I think, not impeccable play from Bisu. He definitely could have micro a little bit better. I think some of his high attempts did deploy during that process, you know, and some of his units were kind of stuck between fighting the low ground and the high ground. He was very, very indecisive, and now JyJ for the moment is going to have a supply advantage of about 7 supply. He's going to be deciding whether to attack now or to wait, you know, for until he gets 40, you know, 100 supply, 200 supply to get his attack going. Vultures are coming out to try to get some High Templars, but they were already put inside Shadows, and that is something that very good Terran players tend to do. So right after the attack is finished, they would go out with a bunch of vultures and just go and snipe things. But I guess that window of opportunity was already over for JyJ. He's going to be careful. Bisu, there's a bunch of mines here. No, but his observers there to clear out, and no observer speed so far with Bisu during this game. You know, sometimes we see the Protoss players go for observer speed in the mid to late game just to make sure that he can clear mines easily, and Vulture's going to snipe that incoming probe. That incoming probe is going to be trapped, I guess not trapped, but just taken out immediately, and a bunch of Zealot and Dragoons are coming here just to clear out this remaining groups of Vultures, and there's going to be another High Templar! That High Templar was immediately sniped. Do we have another one? No, these units are coming here just to harass his base. Once again, we have a Dragoon stuck in the back, not doing anything. He might as well just clear that damage pile out and get a Dragoon out, because, you know, in a fight, 200 versus 200 fight, every single unit counts, especially when you're Protoss, you play against 3-3 upgraded Terran. Now it's 3-2. It's going to be Armor 3 that is going to be the final upgrade for JyJ. The game is definitely not over, because during this mid game we have seen in recent 2021 and 2022 games, even the Protoss is behind in upgrade, and it's 200 versus 200. You know, very good army movement. Especially storm attack is what will, you know, decide the tide of the battle. So let's see how good are the storms, because the storms negate the effect of the armor's upgrades from Terran. So let's see if that is going to be the key. Both players are near maxing out now. We have this huge battle in the middle for the high ground, and Terran might find himself a little bit too far forward. No, but he's not turning back. He's going to find his location as a location. He's going to be building his siege positions here. 6th base is going to be taken by Bisu. Let's see if the 5th base is going to be taken by Terran, by JyJ, and the 3:30 o'clock on, but some units are here to block out that base from going up. So the other natural base for JyJ might be the inner 7 o'clock position, but he's floating his command center now to take the base at the 3:30, and you know, let's see if Bisu is going to be, you know, putting some High Templars into a shadow to attack the base, but he's going to go into this area now. This area is a little bit more lightly defended than the rest of the other areas. but still just a ton of units, and Zealots are coming in the front. Some Zealots are trying to walk past the minefield. Some High Templars, the very good storms on the High Templars, and sometimes a very clumped, but very good EMP. That EMP take out the entire groups of High Templars. I think 3 High Templars. Some unit from Protoss is kind of getting stuck, and it's going to be pulling the rest of the units back. Quite good storm, taking out something here, and let's see here. Some vultures are coming here for some harassment. High Templars in the front, and that High Templars probably doesn't have any more energy remaining. And now looks like Bisu is down by about 40 supply. He needs to press that ZZZ and TTT button very quickly on his gateway to reproduce his unit. More High Templars are coming out as well as another additional shuttle, and he needs to pick up his High Templars because now Terran is attacking in the throat of the Protoss base. With Xenon, I'm sorry, with the tanks on the high ground. There's some High Templars in the back here. No energy just yet. Now we have energy, but that storm was very lackluster, morphing into Archon. Another good storm in the back, and let's see if JyJ is kind of overcommitted or not. We might have more storms coming in from the back. A very good storm, another good storm, but not enough Dragoons to clear the rest of these units. And now tanks are seated. Bisu, GG. The first game goes to JyJ. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.